Charlie Puth opens up about 8-year friendship with Jungkook, reveals untold stories that shock fans. The global relationship between Western pop and K-pop has had many crossover moments, but very few as genuinely rooted in mutual respect as the bond between Charlie Puth and Jungkook of BTS. In a brand new episode of the popular show MMTG, Charlie Puth finally spoke in detail about his connection with Jungkook, a friendship that has quietly lasted over 8 years. But what shocked fans wasn't just the timeline, it was the deep, artistic respect Charlie openly expressed. The kind of praise rarely given, especially toward another male artist from a completely different musical system. Charlie recalled the moment he first became aware of Jungkook, back in 2016, when the BTS member freestyle covered "We Don't Talk Anymore" live on stage in South Korea, without Charlie even knowing it. "I remember seeing that clip online," Charlie said. "I thought, this kid is different. I could feel his rhythm and vocal intelligence immediately, even through a phone recording." That moment eventually led to their surprise on-stage collaboration at the 2018 MGA Awards, where Jungkook and Charlie met for the very first time and performed the full song live together without even rehearsing face-to-face beforehand. "It just worked," Charlie said. "There was an instant musical connection. Very few artists in the world can do that." Despite both artists launching into global superstardom, Charlie confirmed that he and Jungkook still quietly message each other, sharing musical ideas, check-ins, and life updates. In 2022, the two released their official collaboration, Left and Right, which not only topped global Spotify charts but stayed viral on TikTok for months, reaching over 2.2 billion digital impressions in less than a week. Fans assumed that was the peak, a one-time moment, but Charlie made it clear on the show it wasn't. "I genuinely love Jungkook as a person. Not because he's famous, but because he's real, grounded, hungry to learn. Artists like him don't come twice." When most Western Korean collaborations feel like business deals, this relationship feels human, uncalculated, real, loyal. Charlie Puth openly confirmed their bond never stopped, not even once. He even described Jungkook not merely as a vocalist, but as a future architect of global pop. That statement shook fans because coming from someone like Charlie, that is not praise, that is prophecy. This is where the fandom lost control. Charlie ended the interview with a subtle, loaded grin. "We still send each other things, I'll just say, it's not over." Within minutes, Jungkook began trending #1 worldwide on Twitter/X. Fans demanded, "Left and Right 2 win?" Some speculate the next collaboration could emerge after Jungkook completes military service in 2026, or perhaps even during it, through a pre-recorded project that Charlie might be holding back intentionally. When Charlie Puth described Jungkook as someone who doesn't just sing, he strategizes with sound, it didn't feel like a compliment. It felt like a warning to the industry. Western executives initially viewed Jungkook's success as a fan-powered phenomenon, driven by ARMY's legendary loyalty, but insiders, especially musicians with trained ears, began to realize something different. Jungkook wasn't just following Western pop, he was studying it, rebuilding it, and preparing to surpass it. And Charlie Puth, he saw it earlier than everyone else. Industry people later admitted this anonymously. That wasn't a collab, that was a declaration. Charlie Puth stepped onto a Korean award show stage expecting a respectful duet. Jungkook stepped onto that same stage like an equal, matching Charlie's live pitch, breathing, vocal agility, and even improvising harmonies in real time. Not many people caught it back then, but other musicians did. Someone in the MNET audio engineer team reportedly said, "We usually prepare fail-safe vocal tracks for Western artists." But that night, Charlie and Jungkook didn't need a safety net. From that night on, whispers quietly started moving inside American A&R circles. You can't treat Jungkook like a rookie anymore. The kid is technically lethal. With global domination, viral songs, luxury invitations, luxury life, Jungkook could have evolved into iconic celebrity mode, but he didn't. He stayed weirdly real, almost too humble, like someone who refuses to believe the world views him as a superstar. And this is what Charlie Puth emphasized most in MMTG. I don't respect Jungkook because he's famous, and I respect him because fame didn't corrupt him, and that is the rarest thing on earth. Charlie didn't describe Jungkook like an idol, he spoke of him like a brother, and a future partner in greatness. What makes this moment particularly emotional is that Jungkook hasn't performed live in over a year, not since before enlisting in December 2023. Yet even during military service, his global impact never stopped for a single day. His music was still charting, his fanbase only grew stronger, and his 2023 solo album Golden astonishingly maintained Spotify longevity for 24 consecutive months, something almost unheard of for a K-pop soloist. Now, as Jungkook finally steps back onto a major global stage, fans can't help but see this as the beginning of BTS's final return era. The true reunion season, HYB, as always, remains silent. And teasers, and explanations, and confirmation whether Jungkook will perform solo music, BTS music, or something entirely new, and that silence is exactly why ARMY is losing its mind. Social media reactions are nothing short of explosive. Within minutes of the festival lineup drop, hashtags like #Jungkook is back, #Golden Stage again, #BTS October begins dominated global trends on X, Twitter, Instagram Reels, and TikTok, even surpassing NFL and Taylor Swift-related hashtags that same morning. One fan wrote, "He's not even back fully, but the world is already shaking. Jungkook is the final boss of K-pop." Another added, "October 2025 will be remembered as the day Jungkook reminded the music industry who its real center is." Even Western media outlets like Rolling Stone and Billboard have started publishing emergency editorials, calling Jungkook's potential stage return the most influential moment of K-pop since BTS's 2022 Grammy performance. But here's the mystery that nobody expected. Rumors began circulating that Jungkook might not perform alone, that there could be a hidden collaboration, possibly with one of his own BTS members. Some realistic fan theories include a surprise OT2 stage with Jimin, their 3D+. Like crazy, remix rumors suddenly resurfacing, a Golden 2.0 live announcement, I Am Still documentary soundtrack reveal, or even a final secret track that Jungkook allegedly recorded in August before discharge, HYB, completely silent. This silence is now louder than any confirmation. But beyond the emotional impact, the economic shockwave of Jungkook's confirmed return is already beginning, before he has even taken the stage. Within just 6 hours of the lineup announcement, HYB's stock price briefly spiked plus 4.2% in early trading, driven entirely by Jungkook-related speculative buying. Major fashion houses including Calvin Klein, Prada, and Cartier began boosting paid ad placements globally in anticipation of Jungkook's visual exposure during the festival broadcast. Global ticket resale platforms saw an instant surge of plus 300% in demand for VIP camera pit sections, specifically from overseas ARMY flying in. Korean tourism agencies reported a sudden booking wave for October Seoul-Los Angeles flights, fully speculated to be tied to the festival. Why such movement before a single note is sung? Because Jungkook is not just an artist. He is a global economic event. This pattern mirrors what analysts once called the Jungkook effect, after his July 2023 Calvin Klein campaign caused the brand's 270% sales spike across 3 continents within 48 hours. But this time, it's not a brand advertisement.